Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Puck Drops here. Peter Fife, and I'm extremely late. It's because I had no idea this game was on at noon at Texas A&M Auburn until I checked this morning, and then I went for a run, which took a long time. And then I had to shower and eat, and actually I had to make something for this stream on the computer. Oy, there's a lot of work, but never mind that. We've got Texas A&M. I have no channel. I have no clue what channel this is. This is CBS. Texas A&M versus Auburn. A&M scored a touchdown first, what I heard. They have a 7-0 lead. Ohio State is also playing. I will definitely update you on that game because here's how it is. Ohio State's up 6-0. As Auburn is trying to rush for a first down, they got close. Gus Malzahn's team. I'm not sure if they got it. 5-3 Auburn, who were ranked last week, but then got pummeled by Alabama in I believe the stadium. That was a short pass taken, but here's the thing: Ohio State's fourth in the country, and the top 4 teams get into the college football playoff because there's just so much competition, but only a few conferences. They only pick 4. In fact, I know Josh off air, if you are here, but off air, he was asking me this question: why is it only 4? It used to be 2 until I want to say 2014. So a punt, actually, that was on third down. They made the run, but a punt for the Auburn Tigers. And as I was saying, Ohio State is number 4 in the country, and they're playing. So if Ohio State loses and A&M wins, A&M would definitely be put into the conversation into the top 4 on Tuesday. A&M's got 2 games left. It hasn't been fully decided when, but we know that they're going to play Ole Miss again. Next week they're playing Tennessee, this is supposed to be the last game of the year for A&M in the regular season, but they had, because of COVID, they rescheduled the games against Tennessee and Mississippi. So those will be the next 2 games coming up. They probably are too far away to win the SEC, but they definitely could get into the playoffs. So they need some losses and they need wins of their own. The only thing is Ohio State, I believe, also has 2 games, and if they win their division, they would have the conference championship. And although it should be said, though, that they got to look at Clemson as well. Clemson's another team that could lose. If they lose, they have 2 losses against Notre Dame, or if Notre Dame loses, they would be able to jump in that way. There's a lot of stuff that could happen or has to happen. But yeah, we'll see how this all goes along. Obviously, A&M has to take care of their business. If they don't get into the playoff, but they took care of their business and won their next 3 games, including this game, still looking at the point that they would have to. I think Alabama wins the division if they win tonight against, not sure who they're playing, because that'd be their final game of the regular season, and even if A&M wins all their games, it'd still be. No, actually, I think they've clinched the division. Now I think about it, because Alabama hasn't lost a game. If they win today, if they lose today, they would have 1 loss, and then A&M would also have the same. Right. So Alabama has won the SEC. I didn't know, I didn't hear, but now I just did the math. They've already won the division. So A&M can't win the division or get to the conference championship, but there are other ways of getting into the playoff. We're still at commercial, so this is okay for me to ramble on. I decide that. And yes, it was a touchdown and an extra point kicked as well. 7-0 Ohio State against Michigan State. For the other teams in the playoff that A&M want to lose, I mean, Alabama would be nice, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think. So Alabama's playing LSU tonight in LSU. Clemson is playing Virginia Tech. So go Virginia Tech Hokies and go Michigan State Spartans. Michigan State losing 7-0 against Ohio State. We're back, though. A&M getting the ball. I apologize if I eat a lot. I'm very hungry. Here is Mond. And he is a handoff close to the first down marker. Spiller, who was huge in that win against Louisiana State last week, gets a big one. They're showing here the Ohio State touchdown, which was a quarterback rush. Michigan State had a few chances, but they never got really at the quarterback, who was able to rush it in and give them Justin Fields gives Ohio State a 7-0 lead. Boo. Here is a handoff, a fake to a quarterback sneak around by Kellen Mond, who will run it around the side. Quarterback run close to the 50-yard line. First down to the Aggies. Here is Mond in the shotgun. Kellen fakes the handoff, gets out of there. Kellen Mond waiting, throwing over the top. First down, Weidermeyer. Put him at the Auburn 41-yard line. A&M is marching back into Tigers territory. The offense is looking a lot sharper than it did, and I think the reason was they had all those games that were off. They were very sluggish last week. Even though they won, they were very sluggish, and they faced a top-tier defense. This Auburn defense, at least that's how they played. Auburn defense has not pressured as much with their corners as LSU did, and A&M has that week of play. They were able to have everything open. Here's Mond. Speaking of open, little screen. Spiller pushes past the 35 to the Tiger 34. Second and short for the Aggies. I'm doing great, Josh. How are you? As I said before, when you were off stream, well, a few things, but don't mind me if I eat a lot. I'm very hungry. I haven't. Last time I ate was I didn't really eat a dinner. So last time I ate was last night at last afternoon at 3 or 4. So pretty hungry. Here's a handoff. Spiller almost got there. Pushed. Maybe he did. There's a penalty on the play. I explained off when you were not on air. Let me not on watching. Let me explain again so you can understand with the playoff. The reason is since here's the penalty. Oh, chop block against Weidermeyer, the tight end, and that's going to cost A&M precious yards. Now, chop block, he just trying to. I don't know what he did. I don't know if that was Weidermeyer or maybe number 65 who made the penalty. Yeah. So let me explain the playoff. So there are 4 there are those 5 big conferences, and there's other teams too that are good, but mainly they just come from the 5 other conferences. College football really not really have put an emphasis on their competitive regular season, and they feel like the best teams should get there. I don't really believe in an expanded playoff. So believe it or not, you think that there's not that many that get into the playoff. Oh, wait, hold on. Here's Mons, screen to Weidermeyer. Weidermeyer gets a good block. Weidermeyer moving past the 40, close to the 38-yard line. It'll be third down, Aggies. It used to be until 2014, from about since I want to say like 1940 to about before that, the 20s, probably late 20s, like 1930, I would say, to about 2014, the top 2 teams in the country would meet for the national championship. That's it. Number 1 versus number 2, winner wins it. From 2014 till now, they've added this playoff. Number 4 plays number 1, number 2, number 1 plays number 4, number 2 plays number 3. Winner of that plays in the national championship. So there was 1 through 2 for about 75 years, and there's only been 3 and 4 for the past 6. So it's a kind of a new thing, and college sports usually don't like change anyway. So it's good that we've got 4. Maybe it'll change in the future, but that's kind of why. It's because of the competition is so high in the regular seasons. There's only 5 real conferences that really compete to find a way to get to the national championship, and the parity is big, and also change. That's why. Right now, it is. So still a commercial right now. A&M took a timeout, I believe, so they'll be getting ready for third down against this Auburn team late in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Should be in decent field goal range if they don't get the third down. That chop block really cost them. Give me 1 second. Well, in NHL, it's 16. Oh, yeah, teams that get in, right. And in the NFL, it's 14 now, which is the first time. 3rd and 7. Signaling. It should also be noted that Ohio State is missing a bunch of players on their roster, so hopefully Michigan State can come back and beat them. Mon gets out, throws over Weidermeyer. No, was that caught? Almost caught. They completely. I didn't even know where he was going. Thought he went over the middle. It was a sideline throw, all the way deep instead of just a slant over the middle. It was defended. Now a penalty flag is thrown. Offensive holding, though, so it won't mean anything. A re-3rd down, and now A&M is backed up, so if they don't get any positive yards here, they probably punt. If you're Texas A&M here, what you got to do is you get third. Oh, no, they declined the penalty. 4th down. They say that they're going to accept it. They had a chance 3rd down. They kind of make a play to kind of get back, but now they were going to go for the field goal, and it looked like they just got bumped out of field goal range. So here comes the Texas A&M punt team. One thing I don't understand about college, and I understand a lot, but one thing I don't understand about college football is you'll notice they put a lot of formations out to block the punter. The punter is back very deep from the line of scrimmage. This punt will drop at fair caught at the 9-yard line, the Auburn 9, and Auburn will get the ball. The fair catch by Stove. Said that Alabama beating Florida in the SEC championship game would be big for Texas A&M, given them winning this game, and also Clemson losing to Notre Dame. Aggies converge and make the tackle. Also, if the Aggies make it into the playoffs, we probably play the only team we've lost to in the regular season if we get there. The fierce and annoying and my hated to Alabama Crimson Tide, who soundly beat Auburn. Auburn goes for the deep shot, almost intercepted at the 40 by A&M. 3rd and 3. Third and 3. And here is a handoff up the middle. Auburn gets the 1st down. They get to the Tiger 29 with 2:48 left in the 1st. Oh, yeah, I saw that at 12 in the playoffs. It's kind of cool. Pretty cool. A fake and a handoff right up the middle for no gain. Penn State and Rutgers, and that is a Penn State touchdown that they show, but not terribly important to this game. I mean, that's cool. Rutgers is the local team around here, and I know a bunch of people who like Penn State and also who from my high school that go to Penn State. So it's kind of cool. Here's a run back past the 50, tripped up at the 46. Auburn had a touchdown, but a great shoestring tackle to save it now they move it to the Aggie 46-yard line. And a fantastic shoestring tackle by the guy who nearly picked it off. Handoff right to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, and it lose a yard, and it'll be 2nd down and long. Here is a fake and a throw to the sideline, pushed out eventually. Williams with the catch by Jones. It'll be third down for Auburn as Shivers is getting some attention, one of the receivers for the Tigers at the bench and the sideline. Auburn needs 4. Gus Malzahn talks to one of his assistant coaches. Penalty flags on the field. Linebacker got in close by A&M. Aggies are pointing to Auburn players. And it is a false start for Auburn. So 3rd and 4 becomes 3rd and 9. And that'll stop the clock. No, will not stop the clock. Clock continues to run. Now with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. A&M 7, Auburn nothing. Maybe the last play of the quarter, this opening quarter. Shotgun snap. A&M pressures, thrown over the middle. He made the catch. He made the catch down there, and that'll be a first down. Williams again for Auburn. Oh, fantastic. I think I'll be streaming that night. Yeah, I'll be streaming that night for Dallas and Baltimore. Another tackle as Auburn went for a quick snap, but it'll be second down off of a loss again. End of the first quarter. A&M keeps forcing Auburn first downs, but Auburn keeps converting them. Tigers on the move, close to the Aggie red zone, but it's 7-0. Good guys. End of the first. So it's still a commercial right now, awaiting the start of the second quarter. Hopefully A&M can make a stop, maybe even force no points. Okay, so we're back. Let's take a look at the other game right now. Just take a quick look at Ohio State and Michigan State. Michigan State I guess, looked like they got a first down, but no, they have a 4th and 1, and I think they're going for it. We'll see what happens with that. Auburn player got a few yards. 2nd and 7 becomes 3rd down. So we'll see if State goes for it there, but no, they're going to punt. So they're still down 7-0. Auburn 2 of 3 on 3rd downs. Here's a throw to the side. Oh, and he had a wide open man, and Stove would have walked into the end zone, but he missed the throw on the left side. It's 4th down. Aggies hold. I don't even think there was an Aggie there. But he didn't set his feet on the throw, kept on moving. That ball looked like it was getting there, and then it was just too high with no Aggie in the vicinity. Oh, God. Auburn has been up and down in their years from the last 10 years since I've watched them. They started the decade, the 2000 decade with Cam Newton, one of the better teams. Auburn will sink this field goal, and it's a 4-point deficit for them. They had a great team then. In 2013, they had a great team, but the year before that, they had a horrible team. They're average. They're about. I would say they're average. They're one of the better teams in the division in the SEC West. They're better than LSU. They're way better than Mississippi and Mississippi State, but they're nothing like Alabama. They're not better than Texas A&M. They're not better than Ohio State, or maybe they're as good as Michigan or Penn State. They're about average. They're not. They have a decent quarterback. They have good receivers, a good defensive line, but they're always up and down. They're kind of like the Flyers of college football. You never know when they're good. You never know when they're going to have an awful season. You never know when they're going to have an average one. They're going to have a surprisingly good one, or where they're going to be one of the top teams in all of college football. You don't know with Auburn. They have a large inconsistency. This year, they're about average throughout. It's funny, the 2010 team was one of the best teams. Like, they were one of the best teams in the country. They constantly won. The 2013 team, actually, even though they only lost like 2-3 games, they were kind of very unexpected, and they would win their games late, cardiac kids type team. You just don't know what to expect from this football team. To go down the field, score a field goal after they shot themselves in the foot on 3rd down, that would have been a tie game. 14-11 left in the second quarter, and this kick will drop down to the end zone, touch back. All right, by the Blue and White A in Auburn, here in Auburn, Alabama. Jordan-Hare Stadium. And Texas A&M will get that ball. Oh, interesting enough, some soccer teams that I like, not in the United States, are actually playing right now. Manchester United and some others, or at least I pay attention to. But I will say this, speaking of soccer, tomorrow is the Eastern Conference Final between Columbus and New England. I will not show that because, I do shows and stuff on Sunday. And then on Monday, I'll have the football games, the doubleheader. So here's a run, and that one goes right past the first down marker and close to the 45 marker at the 43. Great play. A&M is able to get the first down just like that. A cane. As I was saying, then the Western Conference Final between my second favorite team I want to win the whole thing, Minnesota and Seattle. But that I won't stream because of the doubleheader in football. Here is another run back by a cane who gets about 4, and it'll be 2nd and 6 for Texas A&M, close to midfield. Yeah, well, New England, kind of fun story. As I told you, they beat Montreal 2-1 late to advance to the playoffs on their final game this year. Uh, they beat the support. Well, you watched that game against Philadelphia, the Supporters Shield champions. The Supporters Shield is the President's Trophy. They beat them 2-0. They beat Orlando 3-1. They're a good team. Here's a Kane past the 40. A Kane past the 30. A Kane is amazing. And he carried a bunch of Tigers with him. Mark him at around the 28-yard line of Auburn. A&M is just taking it to the Tigers. What a play by a Kane. And blocking was exceptional. That is where they are. The Auburn Tigers 28-yard line. Don't want to lose yards as they did on that other drive that they had. Here's a run back for a Kane for a first down. A Kane, I think 4 or 5 straight runs. 4 straight runs for a Kane. 3 of them were first downs. 2 of them for more than 15 yards. You should. It is kind of interesting, though. All of the offensive linemen are all seniors, so we might have a horrible line next year just because it'll be younger. And most of these guys are going to go high in the draft, which will be really fun to see. Here's a Kane for 2. Then it'll be 2nd and 8. Still pretty early in the second quarter, 11:45 left to play. Ohio State scored another touchdown, 14-0. Again, it's still possible that maybe A&M could launch past them, number 4. We'll find out Tuesday night. I don't know when you play your game. Let me know when is your game on Tuesday, so I have an idea of when. Weidermeyer gets a pass past the first down, the first down on this drive that comes off of a passing play, and it's 1st and goal. Aggies. Although the way it's going now, since the Aggies drives and the Ohio State drives are kind of mirroring each other, it'll probably stay 4-5 depending on what happens this week with Virginia Tech and Clemson. That'll be later tonight. 2 p.m. Okay. That's fine. All right, so that game starts at 5 p.m. my time, and the rankings will be at 7. So it'll probably be in the 3rd period when the rankings come out. I'll let you know in Discord. Also, it's funny too because I think 8:15, 8:30 is going to be the game on Tuesday. There's a second down rush by Spiller between Dallas and Baltimore, so you'll probably maybe miss the first 15 minutes of it or something, whatever. But I will be doing that game on Tuesday as well. I'll be doing all the football games tonight in my final full week of the fall semester at college. I only have a few more assignments to do anyway. And I'll be doing the Buffalo game. I think there's another game on Monday night, 2 Monday night doubleheader games because of COVID, and the Tuesday night game. Here's Spiller pushing, doesn't get there. Spiller is stopped by the Tigers defense. Do the old Dikembe Mutombo, no. And it'll be 3rd and goal. And if Texas A&M can't get into the end zone here, I think you bypass the 10-3 lead and you try to go for it on 4th down, even if you can't. It would whip this crowd into a frenzy with the 4th down stop, but it would be very helpful. And they've got a good defensive line, Texas A&M. So if they don't convert 4th down or get into the – it's against the number 1 team, so I got to practice after this game. Oh, okay. Cool. Hope you do well. Mond almost got sacked, but he threw it to Weidermeyer, who is stacked at the line. Mond got out of there and got pummeled, and then somehow he didn't go down and tossed the ball at the last second to Weidermeyer. If Mond's knee hits the ground here, you got to go field goal. because he lost a few yards on the rush, but he got it over to Weidermeyer, who got back to the line. And they're going for it here, I think. No. They're bringing in the field goal unit? They're going to bring in the field goal unit. Texas A&M bringing in the field goal team. They don't want to give momentum back to the Tigers. Seth Small Jr. No, not Seth Small Jr. Referee, I think, is probably going to look to see if Mon's knee hit the ground. Yeah. They're looking to see if – oh, no, this is coming back. This is coming back, which is fine because they were going to go for the field goal anyway. But what they're looking at here, because I know you're watching here so actually you can see and can understand. What they're looking at here is, did Kellen Mond, as we go to break, as they're going to look at it, did Kellen Mond's knee hit the ground before he tossed the ball? If his knee didn't hit the ground, it'll be – I don't know what the call on the field is actually. It'll be at the 1 yard line. I think they actually ruled it a catch. Yeah, they ruled it a catch, so it's at the 1 yard line. If his knee hit the ground, the ball's going to be at about the 8-9 yard line, which you don't want to go for 4th and goal there. Then you're definitely kicking the field goal, the field goal to go up 7. But if the and I want to let you know, I don't know if you have different commercials around here, but if you're watching the commercial with all the like Santa people running around with cars, I don't know if you had the same commercial, but if you did watch that, that's an actual thing called SantaCon that happens by New York City, by like 40 minutes from where I live. Anyway, if his knee hits the ground, the ball is at the A&M, the Auburn 8 yard line. Definitely a field goal. But if the call stands and his knee doesn't hit the ground, that's a catch. 1 yard line, you could go for it. They brought back the field goal team anyway, so we'll see what happens. And I don't think, and there are no challenges. That stuff actually happens about like 30 minutes from where I live. It's crazy. They go to bars and get drunk and stuff. Anyway, I don't know if they want to go for it, but what I really saw was, the field goal team was out anyway at the 1 yard line when they called it a catch. There are no challenge flags in college football, but I could see Malzahn going for it, to want to challenge the play. Gus Malzahn. If I say Malzahn, that's the coach of Auburn. Jimbo Fisher is our coach. I could see him wanting to go to challenge it, even though it's at the 1 yard line. But the fact that they went for the field goal anyway at the 1 yard line makes me. I'm just looking at something. Makes me realize think that they wouldn't go for it. But I think the reason why they did challenge it anyway is it wasn't Malzahn. It was the refs going, we got to look at this just for the integrity of it. We got to look at the call. We don't know. And that probably means it's getting turned back and the ball's going to be at the 8, because at this point. And yeah, they did. As I expected, his knee was down. So now you could go for 4th and goal at the 1. You could go for a kick. What do? But now you're definitely not going for it. I mean, that's not really a question at this point. He missed it! Oh, no! Small hooks it. Also, before the commercial, when I said Small Jr., that's not his name. He's a junior in college. Gus Malzahn excited. Seth Small just hooks a kick. He shouldn't. Auburn's getting the ball back with a chance to drive down the field, take the lead for the first time. Oh, That's a bad kick. That's not good. They'll be back for Auburn's drive.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Aflac program. Now tell me, what does Aflac do? Aflac pays your money directly to help with unexpected medical bills. And does Aflac health insurance?
No, but it can help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
That's right. Are there any questions? Yes. Can I get one of those cool blue blazers? You know I can't play favorites. All right, let's talk coverage. It's go time. Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of the SEC.
What can we do today?
It's been a while, but I think I've aged you well. Somebody say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesy? Official sponsor of the college football playoff. With a top-rated app that lets you deposit checks and transfer money anytime, anywhere, banking with Capital One is like the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like...
I'll take Barkley.
Yes! I still got it! I promised you'd pick me first! Yep, even easier than that. Plus, with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, it's really even a decision. That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Choose 4, 5, or 6 fingers in any of our famous sauces with the chicken finger flip. Only at Zaxby's. Order it, drive-through, or get it delivered.
Commercial right now, waiting for this game to come back. See what the Aggies can do on defense.
Because the hologram can inject themselves. Here's to those making the magic. Forging on their way with the loop.
You know what's funny? I initially thought his knee was down at first, but I was like, oh, I guess it got passed. It's interesting. You know, Malzahn would have really been upset if Weidermeyer had gone in. But then, of course, you missed the kick, so changes everything, really. Also, 10-0 Penn State and Rutgers. It is right now 14-0 Ohio State. And Michigan State has Ohio State has the ball right now on a 2nd and 13. Let's see exactly where they have it. I'm not sure. We'll go right back to the Aggies game in 1 second. I'm just trying to see where Ohio State has the ball. At the 48-yard line, I think. Here is a handoff to the outside. Auburn gets the first down on 2nd and 4. First and 10 for Auburn. As a running back handoff to the quarterback who sends a throw, he'll run for it, and then he'll get tackled after a few yards gain. It'll be 2nd down. Half just winding down. About 6:48 left in the first half, the second quarter. The second quarter, Texas A&M 7, the home team 3, and a trucking Aggie down. Auburn will move it up for the first down. It should be noted that in 2013, that magical Auburn team, the Aggies coach is stepping back, throwing down the field. He's got a man, Williams, who makes a move. Williams brought down close to the 25, put him at the 26-yard line. Texas A&M 26. But something that should be noted that in that magical season for Auburn in 2013 that they lost in the national championship versus Florida State, the same coach, I believe it was his second year in the helm for Auburn, Gus Malzahn, was outcoached in the national championship by Jimbo Fisher, now the A&M coach. So now they're coaching again. This time an SEC matchup. Haul down. Good defensive play. Haul down. It'll be second and long. I hope A&M. I usually don't think that I think they're overrated usually, and I don't usually believe in them, but I think Notre Dame might have a chance. Here's a quarterback run down at the 5. A&M is getting bullied right now by this Auburn offense. First and goal. Nix has been incredible at quarterback. Auburn has a chance for their first lead of the game. And you see a missed kick at one end, and Auburn just drives the ball. Bo Nix, 7 of 11 for 81 yards passing, 2 rushes for 25 yards. That was one of them. Nix in the shotgun. Carper backs up the linebacker in coverage. He has 2 tight ends move. So the safeties have to reevaluate. Handoff. Try to go to the outside. And he gets beat down behind the line of scrimmage. First and goal becomes second and goal. Great play by O'Neal Jr., who has had a fantastic regular season for the Aggies. There's Bo Nix in the shotgun. Still out of there. Bo Nix goes down. No, he doesn't go down. He's still up. Bo Nix scrambling, running for room. Bo Nix. Oh, no. Ah! Touchdown, Auburn. That was incredible. That was incredible. 5 Aggies converged on Bo Nix. Bo Nix scrambled, had room, got away, pushed his way through to the end zone. Now we're going to look to see if his knee was down, and then he planted the ball into the end zone. Here's the extra point. It's good. Auburn leads by 2. You know what? That was depressing, but A&M trails for the first time in the game. But you know what? They got to get some offense going. The Aggies go, but that was incredible. Texas A&M should have made the sack, but that was – I know it'll come back, but that was insane. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. Well, I mean, I've seen Johnny Manziel, dance like that, but, that time he was using his speed and his agility. This was just using his strength. Bo Nix, big quarterback. Wow, what a play. So Tigers lead by 2 at home, which has just got this crowd in uproar.
Share the joy this holiday with the Auburn to provide you your way better.
Sheila.
Frustrated that your clothes get damaged when you wash them and they just don't look the same? Well, now there's a solution with Downy Defy Damage. Downy Defy Damage protects your clothes from the stretching, fading, and fuzzing that happens throughout the wash process. Protect your clothes with Downy Defy Damage.
To get the best out of your car, put the best in your car. Right oil, right filter, right price, every day. Only $33.99. Advance your life and advance other parts. USA Insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before.
We're still a commercial. We'll wait back when the Aggies get the ball. Let's take an update now between Ohio State and Michigan State. And this isn't good. Ohio State is second in goal at the red zone. They're close to getting up 21-0 against Michigan State on the road.
Are you ready for Monday night? This is the SEC on ESPN.
Buffalo, San Francisco is that Monday game. That'll be the big one to look at. So we kicked back and fair caught at the 4 by Lane. Is it screaming? It's screaming. Sorry. Here's Mond, handoff, Spiller to the 40. And it'll be first down. Was able to push through, use his power. Actually, the extra point put Auburn up by 3. Here's Mond, gets back. Kellen, Mond, gonna air it out. He's gonna have a man. It's Jones, and he's just past the first down marker. Aggies are driving. 2:50 left in the second quarter. Remember, there are no 2-minute warning in college football. Is no 2-minute warning in college football. Right at the 49-yard line. And a handoff, Spiller for 4. That's all I'll get. Also, Vontaze Burfict apparently was arrested. You know, former Raider, former Cincinnati Bengal, and he's been a really physical player. He was suspended for the rest of the year, and now more problems. Two fantastic linebackers for Auburn. Get ready. Ball at the Auburn 46-yard line. Here's a handoff, a cone. And they'll get the ball to about, I want to say, the 35-yard line. Now that offensive line is working. A cane, excuse me. Past the 30 to the Auburn 29-yard line. Shotgun snap for Kellen Mond. Mond throws over the middle. The man tripped up, but close to the 10. Put him at the 12-yard line. The Auburn 12. It's first down. Which puts the first down marker at the 2. Oh, no, he was not at the 12. At the first down marker at the 4. So they put him at the 14-yard line. Kellen Mond, shotgun snap, handoff, over, Spiller, pushing, past the marker, to the 3, still pushing, the whistle's not going. They'll put him at the 2, maybe the 1. A&M, first and goal, first and business. Hold on one second. Second and goal after a rush. 1 yard at the 1-yard line. Kellen Mond pushes. No. Touchdown. One ref signals touchdown. Let's see. Touchdown, Aggies. Kellen Mond up the middle. Texas A&M by 3. Late in the first half. We'll see. His shoulder went over the goal line. Spiller is signifying that it should be a touchdown. His shoulder was over the line. The ball was too. His 17th game in his career with a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, and the most among SEC quarterbacks still playing. Extra point? Please tell me he made this. He did. A&M by 4. 24 seconds left in the first half. So that means that they should go to the intermission, up by 4. It'll be commercial, and then they'll bleed the last 24 seconds off the clock. We'll see what Auburn does.
Thanks for asking. You should probably get the Juwan. Hello? Mrs. C. Chicken waffle sounds great. Nice talking to you too, Mrs. C. Yes. Yes. Don't even think about asking.
Research shows that people remember commercials with exciting sense. So to help you remember that listening to a customized your home insurance, here's something you shouldn't try at home. Living you to a customized home insurance, you only pay for what we need. It's pretty cool. Very cool. Only pay for what you need.
Let's check what's going on in Michigan State. They are on a 4th down, and they're punting again. They're doing pretty terrible against Ohio State, and obviously it would be nice for Ohio State to lose that game. But they are up by 21, and they're getting the ball back. I did not see how much time was on the game. I know it started at the same time this game did. Just give me a second. They're showing just football stuff there, and now they're talking about NFL game for no reason. Just give me 1 second. It's really taking way too much time. 9:25 left in that. So that game will be over probably after this game is. So I'll just let you guys know in Discord what happens.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I
still waiting for to stop. Yeah, now they show the Clemson Virginia Tech game that's about to start. Well, not about to start. Start at 7:30 tonight, 4:30 your time. You want Virginia Tech to win because Clemson loss would definitely help A&M get into the playoff. What's that dog? Yeah, that's my dog. He's barking at a truck that came by at the house. Anyway, kicked off and hit the back of the end zone. So Auburn will have a snap. Auburn will have a snap. Just like last time, remember? My house, that stream weeks ago. Oh yeah, that was way weeks ago. That was Eastern Conference Final. I think Game 4, Lightning and Islanders when there was all that commotion and interruption. Auburn will run this ball up, second down. This will probably end it for the half here. I don't think any of these teams are really going to do anything. These teams will probably just walk to the halftime. Yep, there we go. So we're going to the first half. Auburn's getting the ball back, but they trail by 4. A touchdown with 24 seconds left by Kellen Mond on a second and goal, and second and inches. And the Aggies trailed in this game. For the first time in weeks, they trailed in a game, but they got the lead back. Took them about 4 minutes, but they got the lead back. They lead by 4, and they take a 14-10 lead to halftime in Auburn in Jordan-Hare Stadium. So it's halftime. You know what? Since it's halftime and since we've got time, I'll broadcast the Ohio State game. I don't know any of these quarterbacks or any of these people, but I will broadcast it until this half is over and then get to the other half. Ohio State, Michigan State. Again, we're rooting for Michigan State. Ball at the Michigan State 30. Fields, handoff. He's going to move that for about 2 yards. And the Michigan State Spartans, will stop the run. It'll be second down for Ohio State and Fields. Justin Fields, 10 of 13, 119 yards for 1 touchdown, 7-yard rush, 79 yards for 2 touchdowns. Justin Fields, if you're wondering, is the quarterback for Ohio State. He is in the conversation for Heisman, which is the trophy for the best player in college football. Here's Fields. They're going to do a reverse. A double reverse. Didn't work. Michigan State drops them at the line. Third down. Great play by Garos, the linebacker. And it's third down with 7 minutes to go in the half. A score here would be good for the Spartans going to the half. They trail by 21. Ohio State's trying to make them trail by 28. Hold on a second. What? Here is Fields airing it out. into the Michigan State bench, and the Spartans are screaming that this should be an intentional grounding. Penalty flag comes roaring out. That's Michigan State. That's the team that's playing Ohio State, who we want to win. It also was the it also was the team name of my high school rivals. An intentional grounding call against Fields, which makes it 4th down. And here come the Buckeye punt team. Or no, not the punt team. They're in field goal range. They're going to try to kick a field goal to go up 24-0. They're forcing a field goal rather than giving up 28 points before you even hit 6 minutes in the second quarter is a lot better for Michigan State, a lot better for us. Oklahoma State leads by 13 against TCU, but that Texas Christian, but that really doesn't matter. Oh, they will go for a punt here. Wow. They punt at the 50. Ohio State Buckeyes. This ball will land at the 1-yard line. Fantastic punt for Ohio State. And also, if you hear the Buckeyes, that's Ohio State's team. So Ohio State, no points on that drive, but they pinned Michigan State to the 1, 21-0 with about 6:50 left in quarter 2, first half. Let's check this game. This game's on commercial. Michigan State game's on commercial, so we'll stay on the Michigan State Ohio State game.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven toasted cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Let's check the other one. And they're about in the middle of the halftime report between A&M. Missouri, Arkansas. Missouri's not a great team. We pummeled Arkansas on Halloween. Same thing. So it doesn't really matter this game. We'll go back to the Michigan State game, which is still on commercial. That game also is on ABC, so I know you can't watch that, so that's not. That doesn't really mean anything. Obviously, that game is going to end after the A&M game anyway.
All for a smoother tasting cup. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, packed with goodness. We're at the movies and we need to silence our phone. Who knows where that button is? I don't care. Everyone that's right.
That one's on commercial still. It's showing some more scores between Kansas State, I think, one of the other games. Again, that doesn't affect us at all. That's in another conference called the Big 12. The Big 12 and the Pac-12, which is Southwest and the West Coast, really are not. They're not very good conferences. And the only team that's threatening is Oklahoma, and they have not had a good year this year. So they're not threatening to get into the playoffs. Michigan State actually has only won 4 games when they were unranked, when they played, meaning one of the top 25, when they played Ohio State. So that's those are not good numbers. 5 punts and 2 first downs, and one of them was by a penalty. They've only got 1 first down by their own merits for Michigan State, which is not really that good. Handoff right off the middle just to get out of the end zone. And it's 2nd and a few.
It really hadn't mattered so much for Ohio State.
Ohio State has to play, probably win, both of them, this game and the game next week against Michigan, to be able to be eligible for the championship. Ohio State is jumping up, and they just made a great tackle to force third down. Let's check, see if A&M game is back on. No, still halftime. Michigan State's had some fantastic football teams, some fantastic years. This is not one of them. Throw out of the outside. That's deflected. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State with 5:15 left. It is 27-0 Buckeyes. This is not really good for A&M's prospects to get into the playoff next week. They still have chances, obviously. The two games against Tennessee and Mississippi. But, boy, this Ohio State team, which is banged up, they came to play. A tap back and an interception by number 92, a huge defensive lineman. So, terrible game for Michigan State. Pretty solid one for Ohio State, who's already scored 28 points, and we haven't even hit 5 minutes left in the second quarter. It's incredible.
Now at PizzaHut.com. No one out pizzas so hot.
I'm not sure if they're getting back now. They just went to commercial here, but we're going to stay here because we should be on our way back to the second half to start. And what are you going to say? 28-0 domination by Ohio State. I mean, they were expected to win. They were highly expected to win, even though they were injured, but it was expected to be a very tight game, low-scoring game, not 28-0 in the second quarter.
We need to get going. Where is he with the presents? It's the same every year. He always leaves it till the last minute. Oh. Red Bull. And us? Yes, Santa. What about us? Oh, you should be happy. From now on, you get Christmas off. Red Bull gives me a wing.
Yeah, tell Joey to bring it.
Still here.
Tell Joey to bring
Still
it.
commercial. Again, I apologize if we keep hearing noises while stuff is happening. We're having construction or I don't know, something.
Sorry.
I'm apologizing more to me that I have to hear.
Apologize. I need to this down.
No. I'm apologizing more to me that I hear. Anyway, back? Okay, nice. I was still waiting for this. If you're away with the Ohio State game, they just got they just scored a touchdown by their defensive lineman tipping and intercepting a pass in the end zone. Michigan State was at their one, and that throw was deflected and caught by a defensive lineman. So it's 28-0 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. So that we're on the A&M. We're just waiting for the A&M game to come back. That game is probably over. Even though Ohio State has faced a lot of injuries, they're dominating Michigan State. It's supposed to be a low-scoring game, but that's not really happening. Auburn heals, Auburn builds on this commercial for Auburn University. Hopefully they don't build a win here. A&M up by 4, but having to kick off the ball. think around December 20-something is going to be when the final rankings for who will be in the playoff are listed. But New Year's Day is going to be the playoff games. So I will live stream Texas A&M playoff game on New Year's Day if we get there. We'll have to see. I might live stream whoever gets there anyway. I'm not sure. More halftime. I thought that there would be the game immediately, but they're showing Marshall and Rice, two lower teams. Marshall 21 ranked, Rice a Texas small university that A&M has had kind of a little rivalry with. Oh, that's what it was. It's one of those where the halftime where they go back to the screen for about 30 seconds and then they go right back to another long commercial. I took and passed a TV digital media language course I told you about. I did not learn about that at all, why that happens. But it is what it is. What we do know is that after the string of commercials, we should be back for the game start. Wow, big winning right now by Texas University, old rivals of A&M against Kansas State. Kansas State is notoriously a team that can kind of compete a little bit.
It's time it takes to brew a cup. We'll tell you why Green Mountain Coffee Roasters Nantucket blend is so smooth. Let's go to one of the places the coffee comes from.
Syracuse is actually playing Notre Dame today, so you want Syracuse to win as well. Want Syracuse to win? I mean, LSU, I guess, but at this point, doesn't really matter against Alabama. And also want we also want Virginia Tech to win against Clemson, as well as Michigan State, but that looks like that's over.
The world's first mega sheet with 3 times more wrinkle relaxers. The Wrinkle Guard shirt has less wrinkles than static and more softness and freshness. Balance out wrinkles with Bounce Wrinkle Guard dryer sheets. We're the most trusted credit union owned by members of the military community. And for over 85 years, we put our members and their needs first. At Navy Federal
Florida's playing Tennessee. A Florida loss, I mean, you know, whatever happens, but a Florida loss would be really nice. It would kind of, it would deteriorate Tennessee too mentally because that'd be good as well as, a Florida loss, excuse me. So maybe Tennessee would be, you know, that'd be their last gasp to win a game. You know, Florida is a really good SEC team, and to not let them even get close to the playoff would be nice. And also, it should be noticed that A&M plays A&M commercial right now. A&M plays the University of Tennessee next week, so that'll be interesting. Also, if you just saw that Texas A&M University commercial, those things on the bar that said "Gig 'em Aggies," that's a Texas slang that they kind of created. It just means "go get 'em," like "let's go." That's their thing. Telling us that Gonzaga at Baylor was postponed due to COVID. I've known that for the last day, but whatever. Okay.
Who wins this game?
Then this thing sticks out like
Yeah, they're showing the Knicks touchdown that made me just go, I have no idea how he scored this. I think they're going back to a string of commercials. This is insane. They're going back to okay, whatever.
All right, let me get it.
All right, now I'm definitely going to go back to Michigan State.
Okay, let me get the little.
Michigan State is punting again.
Well, now the one star doesn't have.
Down by 28 with 3:39 left in that game.
I'm gonna poke it out.
I will
I like that
broadcast
better than
this
the door.
punt, and then I'm going to go back.
And you can hang
This
down.
returned, and then about
Box in the
7
door.
yards Hold on one second. Hold on a second, guys.
The Grinch. The Grinch gets put on there. You're attacking your father. You can be on the show Jackass. Peter can start the show Jackass. Do you remember?
Didn't those people like fall off and things and injure themselves? Oh, you're wonderful.
And then you should be quiet and stop attacking your dad.
So monster is your daddy now.
That's beautiful.
No, you had it there.
That's what it was. Yeah. It wasn't hanging right up on the
So you're good for now.
thing. Sit down in.
And we're still waiting. This is the amount of commercials. This is incredible.
What's happening?
Fresh primetime lineup. The largest international news network broadcasting live from the Middle East. At 6 p.m. Eastern, the rundown will take you live inside today's top stories and breaking news. Then at 8 p.m., Global Eye will take you on a journey.
And we are still waiting.
All over the world. At 9 p.m., we'll zoom in even closer on the big stories, the ones that you're curious about right now. Still be talking about tomorrow. Mashed potato lovers, your day has come. Indulge in the rich, creamy, classic Bob Evans mashed potato. Farm-fresh potatoes blended with real milk and butter for that homemade taste. With the delicious taste Bob Evans is known for. Bring home the warm comfort of mashed potatoes today. I'm made to move. But these days, I'm not giving out as much as I'd like to. That's why I take Osteo Flex. It helps with occasional joint stiffness, but it nourishes and strengthens my joints for the long term. Osteo Flex, because I'm made to move.
So the Grinch is on the front.
So how's that?
That's beautiful.
All right, we're finally back to Auburn, to Jordan Hare, and Texas A&M going to kick the ball back. Good afternoon. I, of course, just wanted to reintroduce myself because, whatever. We're 5 foot, the puck drops here, and we're ready for Texas A&M. Oh, look at this. Manchester United, my British soccer team, is losing again to West Ham United, which is one of the lower teams in the British League. What? So we're back.
How's that? Infinite.
Here is the kick. And this will bounce out of bounds.
We're going to hit the Dachshund now. The Dachshund. Go there still.
And I think Auburn will take this to 25. His shotgun snap for Nix. Bo Nix gets out of there again. Bo Nix is going to run. He's going to escape. He's going to go past the first down marker. He's going to get brought down past the 45 to the 46. What a huge run by Bo Nix, like the touchdown run, except he wasn't being chased by 5 guys. And Auburn is going to pick up a first down just like that, close to midfield. They move the chains, trying to get back and possibly retake the lead. Here's a handoff to Schwartz. Past the 30. First down, Auburn. And they are into A&M territory just like that. Nix in the shotgun. Takes the handoff. And now is sacked. Finally brought down. The Aggies have had a problem bringing him down all day. They finally get a big sack, Johnson, to force second down.
He's going to work on these because if they needed their batteries. They only have 4 batteries left.
13:35 to go in this
Yes.
third quarter. Next shotgun. Handoff. And a rush. He'll get about 5. It'll be third down. And A&M needs this stop, and they need it badly. Also, it's 28-0 with 2:31 left in the second quarter between Ohio State and Michigan State. Auburn needs 4 to get a first down.
Yeah, thing downstairs. Oh, okay.
I like the other one better because it has that.
Here is Nix trying to get this snap. Finally, Will in the shotgun. Rushed on the outside. Nix gets away. Nix will dive for the first down.
Wait, it's not in here, is it?
No.
Okay. Thought it was in there.
Nix's legs have helped him on this drive immensely. From the very first snap, it's first down. The ball right now at around the 16-yard line. 6 rushes for 57 yards and a touchdown. He leads the team in rushing. The quarterback does. Nix handoff. And he almost broke away and scored a touchdown. Got to about the first down marker, past the 10, second and short. Manning made a good play on the offensive line for the block. Ball is at the A&M 7. Nix is sacked for the second time in this drive. As he tried to run up the middle, it'll be third down. Auburn, if they win, well, they'll get to that when they do. Handoff. They need a first down. Aggies track him down. Can't tackle. Still can't. This is insane. They had 2 chances to bring him down and force a field goal. Both times they couldn't. Bigsby pushes. First and goal from the A&M 2. A&M 4, A&M 3 actually, not 2. Here's shotgun snap. No, he's going to run on the outside. Touchdown Nix. Touchdown Auburn. Nix with an outside run after Bigsby was able to move the chains. And the second Auburn touchdown of the day comes off of a Tiger rush. Here's the extra point to give the Tigers a 3-point lead. They will. Auburn reclaims their second lead of the game. Auburn 17. The good guys 14. Aggies going to get the ball back, but they give up a touchdown on the Auburn opening drive.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. Now on, we're not really anything on our plate. Just we've learned to cope with it. We're here, and they never tasted this day.
So we were just still in a commercial as we wait. Wait.
Felicia can't choose between pizza or wings for the game. This isn't a midterm. We say D, all of the above. Like new pizza wings at Pizza. The flavor of pizza on a wing. Mark these D for delicious. Pizza wings with a 4 new sauces and Buffalo Wild Wings. D, it's been a while, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheese? I want to know the cheese is coming. D, cheese is official sponsor of the college football meal.
What makes a neighbor a neighbor? Is it just proximity? Is 2 houses down any less of a neighbor than the person next door? Live here, look out for here. Simple. In times of need, neighbors step up for neighbors. We do too. With a helping hand and a warm meal. What kind of neighbor would we be if we didn't?
Replace old smudges with Whirlpool fingerprint-resistant appliances so you can focus less time on cleaning and more on taste testing. A gift for your kitchen for the store to all. Shop the full suite of stainless steel Whirlpool appliances now at Lowe's.
Just waiting still. Commercial. Check the Michigan State game. That's at commercial. I don't know if it's at a half.
Austin, pick a call for vote today.
Now they're showing some of the MLS stuff tomorrow, of course. It's going to be the Eastern Conference Final. Winner goes to the Cup Final next Saturday. New England and Columbus. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, good to know. And noon your time.
College football playoffs lives on ESPN.
Auburn kicking off. They've got the lead again. They lead by 3 against number 5 A&M. This is going to slide down the line and go out of the end zone. So 10:36 left in the third. Aggies will have it at the 25. Sorry, you had internet issues. Okay. A&M gave up a touchdown. They're down another running touchdown by their quarterback, Bo Nix. They're down 17-14. I hope my stream's okay. Second and 6 after a 4-yard gain. A&M's got to get a big play here. They might want to target these corners here. They go for a handoff. Spiller escapes what should be a first down. Not sure if he picked it up. It looked like he did. No. 3rd and 1. Third and 1, Kellen Mond breaks out. Kellen Mond's going to go. Kellen Mond will go past the first down marker and brought down to about the 46-yard line of the Texas A&M Aggies. Weidermeyer went out in the flat, and I was thinking run anyway. I didn't even see the receiver, tight end, but they covered him. So went out and made a play. There's a handoff. Spiller. No, not to Spiller. Wrong guy. Mon took it, and he got past the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and long. Spiller was supposed to be the blocker, but Mon was just not fast enough. We got 2 yards on the play. Sorry for yawning. Here's Kellen Mond, stepping back, shot, and that's tipped. Incomplete. That got deflected at the center side. Not sure who it hit, but hit a helmet. The ball hit the helmet of Jones. It'll be 3rd down. A&M is 3 out of 5 on 3rd down. A&M 6-1 this season. Right now they're going to need a 3rd down to help them because you don't want to give the ball back again. Mon gets out of there. Kellen Mond, no penalty. Throwing down the field, tipped incomplete. Auburn defensive players were all on that. It's 4th down. Aggie's going to have to punt. Auburn blitzed, but Mon stepped up and he thought he had some room, but a fantastic deflection. Just couldn't get his man. So Auburn will get the ball back. A&M's got to finish on 3rd down, though, defensively. A&M can get the ball back right now, and that drive didn't do terrible. They had some promise on that drive, but they're going to have to come away with giving up no points. Nick Constantino was going to move around and then punt. See where this lands at the 21-yard line. Auburn, decent position. 7:54 left in the 3rd. Tigers 17. The good guys 14. A&M's got to make a defensive stop next against Auburn in Jordan-Hare.
Taco Bell's Nachos Party Pack. Whenever you're dressing up the stadium or witnessing a miracle, go big with delicious nachos topped with all your favorites. Nachos Party Pack, only at Taco Bell. Get yours with Taco Bell delivery.
My grandfather gave me this necklace after my grandmother passed away. It carries that spirit of loving people with all that you have. It's my superpower. Express your extraordinary love. Save 20% on select merchandise. Share love infinitely.
Here, best time. Mom?
A week now. Nintendo Switch for Mom. How these pro protect. I love us.
There's family uses Game Flings now, so their laundry smells.
So we're just waiting some more.
Hey, Retail Two-Tone. Oregon 7 plus Oxy-Boost and Febreze in every Game Fling.
All right.
Power section at the Lincoln Wishlist sales. Sign and drive off in a new engine with 0 down, 0 to signing with a complimentary first month payment. To get the best out of your car, put the best in your car. Running well, right every day. Only $33.99 at Fancy Auto and Advanced Auto Parts. When you're ready for Chipotle, the Chipotle app is ready for you. Get all your favorites, fast, fresh, and with complete customization. So it's made exactly how you like it. With the Chipotle app, real food is ready. Order now for contactless carryout or delivery. ESPN College Football presented by Geico is brought to you by Ford. Built for success.
All right, we're back. We are back in Auburn. I believe it still stands, or maybe A&M broke it last year. I don't remember. There was a record between these two teams where the home team had never won. I think it was broken last year. I think Texas A&M won at home. So Auburn would like to keep that record alive and win. Right now they lead by 3. A&M's got to make a play here. Here's a throw over the middle. Tackled down at the 25-yard line. And Aggies and Tigers still talking. As it'll be second down. For Texas A&M's credit, though, we've seen teams, all sports, and upsets in different sports, the last few days kind of unravel. Specifically like that Minnesota game in soccer against Kansas City. But A&M's not unraveling here. Not mentally, at least. Tackled down. I think the ball did not cross. I don't think the ball crossed the first down marker. So it should be 3rd and short. No, first down, really? Okay. Auburn brings more people on. Auburn hasn't really been a force defensively. They usually aren't against A&M. They find ways on offense, though. So A&M really just has to stop this offense. Here is Nix, who will hand off, and they still can't get the tackle. I don't understand. These Texas A&M players have had numerous chances to drop Auburn into bad range and make them have like these big, long plays, but they just miss their tackles. They just missed his tackle, and it's a first down past the 45, close to the 50. I think they're going to put him at Auburn at the Aggies' 48-yard line. An injured Texas A&M player is on the field, and Jimbo Fisher is there as well, as it's Bob Brown getting some look at, some attention. As he is down and
See what the state can do.
Or we could check out that farmer's market.
You know what? I'll be in chill mode. I won't get some.
Profile of the Fest with Naviland. Available on the all-new Nissan Road.
We need to get going. Where is he with the presents? It's the same every year. He always leaves it to the last minute. Oh. Time. Red Bull. And us? Yes, Santa. What about us? Oh, you should be happy. From now on, you get Christmas off. Red Bull gives me a win.
all right. So we at the injury timeout. We will get back and see what Auburn can do. What Auburn can do on offense, or A&M can do on defense.
Welcome to Advanced Auto Parts.
I need one of those holidays don't start without Die Hard. Die Hard batteries, owned and sold by Advanced and CarQuest Auto Parts.
Go to AT&T and pick the perfect plan for each family member with the features they want, like HBO Max. Happens every time I say HBO Max. HBO Max.
you upgrade to faster speeds? Well, more screen, more gaming, more phones and laptops, all with more and more data. So upgrade to fast, reliable internet with unlimited data, all at the best price. So you can stay connected to everything you love. Call 866-940-4380 and upgrade today.
Enjoy the season of Black Friday deals from Optimum Multis Mobile and get your holiday shopping done today. Save $200. Yes, $200 on select phones from the most popular brands, including 5G devices. Multis Mobile has one plan and 3 data sizes, starting at $12 a month per line. And you're covered on a nationwide network with 5G access included at no additional cost. But you better hurry, the clock is ticking. Visit altismobile.com or come into a local Optimum store today.
After much of Gus Malzahn's 8 years as head coach at Auburn, he's been a play caller as well. He told us yesterday, I handed the offense over to Chad Morris. He is the play caller. We saw that during this timeout. That's Morris surrounded by the offense while Gus Malzahn was on the sideline.
So first down, handoff right through the middle. Made a move, running down the sideline, and they have to catch up. They will get to Auburn to the 5. Oh, Bigsby to the no, not the 5. Already got run out at like the 11 or the 12 because it's first down. But Texas A&M more missed tackles. This is going horribly for the Aggies. They're just getting outworked here. They're getting absolutely outworked here. Shotgun snap. Nix gives it up for a handoff that went about a yard by Bigsby. It'll be second down. Tank Bigsby, what a name. And he has been prolific today. Carnell Williams, the running backs coach, used to be a great running back in the NFL. Also nicknamed Cadillac Williams. Here's the shotgun snap to Nix. Pump fakes. Nix will throw it. He'll find a man who gets shackled after about a 2-yard gain. It'll be third down for Auburn. A&M is not, still a chance to win, but A&M has not played well on third down. They have got to lock down these teams, just tackle. Here's Nix standing in the pocket, throwing over the head. Is there a flag? Is there a flag? No penalty. Frazier was out there in the end zone. No penalty. I thought maybe there would be because usually they call those on holdings. But there is no flag thrown on Frazier. Auburn is going to have to kick a field goal here, and if he makes it, it would still be a one-possession game, still a chance for a touchdown to take the lead. Here's Anders Carlson. Daniel Carlson, who plays for the Raiders, used to play for Auburn a few years ago. I don't know if they're related. Anders Carlson right up the middle. And Auburn leads by 6 with 4:16 to go in the third. Bayern Munich Bayern Munich is losing. Wow, to RB Leipzig. That's a German soccer, and the team that is losing right now is one of the best teams in the league. But A&M is still losing. But they are now trailing by 6 points, but not more than that. Auburn is so prolific right now. But on offense. So A&M cannot waste this away with a punt or a turnover. No turnovers in this game. Oh, wow. Man United was losing 1-0 to Ham. versus Ham City, that one small British team. They've reeled back 3 unanswered goals, so it's 3-1. My favorite British team up is soccer. Real Madrid beat Sevilla 1-0 in that game. The end of their third match winless streak in Spanish League and Liga, and this will be a kickoff here for Auburn. This will go fair caught in the end zone, which means Texas A&M to the Aggies 25-yard line. 4:16 to go in the third. Monday getting hyped for Auburn. Corners. United States men's players Musa is playing. There's a shotgun snap coming up for Kellen Mond. Has it, Mond, handoff, up the middle, Spiller. The running game works, but this defense is just tackling when they can, and A&M has not had a real alternative. This offense, Auburn, you got to pass the ball here. They're daring you to pass. Let's go and try to throw it down. Shotgun snap on 2nd and 7. They got 3. Here's Mond. Handoff over to Smith. And it's a 3rd down, but he picked up a few. This is an interesting situation because the play action fake usually works, but I think Auburn is pretty confident, pretty positive that A&M will pass. Pretty sure where they'll go. Trying to get to the middle of the field here. They have to get to the 35-yard line. A handoff. Looked like he got there. Spiller looked like he got to the 1st down marker. Oh, no. He didn't? I thought he did at this point. Oh, no, it is a 1st down. It looked like it was not, but it is a 1st down. Just got it. It'll be 1st and 10 for Texas A&M. Kellen Mond, the shotgun snap. Steps back. Throws it. He caught it. No, dropped it. Spiller caught it, then he dropped it. Spiller at the sideline at the turn back kind of bobbled it. He caught it, but then he dropped it after he got hit. It's 2nd down and 10. That was not a bad play. All I would have said was maybe not Spiller or running back to go do it. I think possibly. And, yeah, he caught the corner by surprise too, but I don't know. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 for Mond to get out of there. Kellen Mond does get out of there. Mond is going to get right past the 50 for a 1st down. Step out, and his legs have helped him. I mean, Nix is just insane the way he's run for this Auburn team. But, you know, Kellen Mond, he's been there when he's had to. And he waltzes right at the Auburn bench. Final 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Auburn by 6 at home. Trips to the left. Weidermeyer might be out for a pass, or he might be blocking. He is blocking because it is a run to Spiller, who gets past Akame again for a 1st down at Aggies. Texas A&M. Devin Akane, the freshman, a career high 89 yards in this game. 7 rushes. He has never had a 100-yard rushing game. He is 11 away from that today. From Missouri City in Texas, and Akane is going to get a flip, and he's going to get a few. That should count as a pitch, so that should be 5 yards to his number. Second down with 53 seconds left in the third. Texas A&M trails by 6. 5 yards, yes. 238 rushing yards today, 185 yards a game rushing for Texas A&M. That has been their strength. They go to Akame. Akame pass, shook up a tackle. Akame spinning down at the 11, and it's his first 100-yard rushing game in college football. First down, Aggies at the Auburn Tiger 11. And if he had broke that tackle, he might have been able to get into the end zone. There is a penalty on the field. That came late. And that's, oh, God, all that's going to come back. Block beyond the waist, so all of that yardage comes back, and running back's back to under from where he was. It was a kind of a physical block, but that's not a penalty. Not necessary either. 15 seconds left in the third quarter, less than now. Are they going to snap it before this quarter ends? I don't know if they will. They're not going to. End of the third quarter. Aggies lose a ton of yards off of that. To be frank, garbage penalty. Auburn by 6 at home. A&M is kind of in range. End of the third, heading to the fourth. Still a chance to win. A&M's going to have to find the best way to be able to do that.
And of course, your TV. When it can't control, a keen snack radar. Dishwasher remote, Google Assistant. Dish. Tuned in to you.
Outside your window, the wild is still wild, and warm and full of wonder. Outside your window, the wild is waiting. Don't forget to bring a snack. Nature Valley, we are better outside.
Brush aside the doubters, the naysayers, the noise. Oh, and lint. You're not ready for gray, so brush it away in 5 easy ways. Just for men, mustache and beard. Be the better man you are, and look the part.
Get ready. Our most popular battery is now even more powerful. The stronger, lasts longer Energizer Max. To get the best out of your car, put the best in your car.
Let's see what happens when this comes back.
Only $33.99 at Cancer Law and Advanced Auto Parts. You thought you saw the last of double cheeseburger pizza? Think again. It's back at Papa John's again. A large double cheeseburger pizza for just $12. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Now 2 yards, 1 yard, stop. I did chains running through the whole car. That's why you got stuck. Do you want to like come through your door and then my door? Or we try to think of something else? Protecting it.
All right. So wait up. Here we go. Go to the. Excuse me. Excuse me 1 second.
Thank you, Allstate. This man who is certainly heeding the guidance from the CDC, social distancing, wearing a mask. The 17,000 fans spread out in their stadium.
Beautiful day in Auburn, and also a beautiful day in Jefferson Township, where I am in New Jersey. Hope it's a nice day in Vancouver, where you are, in Canucktown, Vancouver, Canucktown. Shotgun snap. Ball is at the 38-yard line. Auburn 38. Mond, dump this low screen off. Hey, they don't get much. It was a yak play. It was to get a lot of yards. Popo with a big tackle forces a 3rd and long. At this point, again, A&M, just make sure you can get to manageable field goal range. I know they don't trust their kicker because he had that short range missile that hooked left, but try to get yards for your kicker here. I mean, you want the first down, but if you're going to go for the first down, lay it there, but don't lose a single yard here. Here is Mond stepping back. Mond is going to throw on the run. He's going to have a catch. Lane dives down to catch the ball. First down, Aggies. They pick it up, and it wasn't like I didn't think they could pick up the first down, but, you have to manage for this whole game. And Lane absolutely got those elbows down on the ground. If Auburn wants to challenge this, they can, but this is a definitive catch. They got to snap this ball quickly. They have to snap this ball quickly because the crowd doesn't think it's a catch. I know that's a catch. They got to get this ball out. They do, so that play is over. Tipped, caught, touchdown, Weidermeyer! Auburn thought it was a pick. McClain tipped it up. Jalen Weidermeyer jumped, caught it, touchdown, and that was an extra point from leading the game again. That was an interception that was deflected into Weidermeyer's hands right in the end zone. Texas A&M has tied this football game. And here comes the extra point that is so pivotal. It is up. It's short, but it's good. It's short, but it's good. A&M leads by 1. A&M leads by 1. Aggies 21. Tigers 20. A beautiful diving catch led to a deflection that ended up in the hands of big Jalen Weidermeyer. 13:31 to go in the game. Aggies lead by a point. Texas A&M kind of in control. They'll kick the ball back, though. We'll see.
Welcome to Advanced Auto Parts.
I need one of those holidays don't start without diehard. Diehard batteries, owned sold by Vets and CarQuest Auto Parts.
Sheena. When you are to perform and consume who they are.
The only way you beat 6 months of each cheddar toasted on the shell of a Cholula is to put it in this box. The $5 toasted cheddar chalupa box is back. For a limited time, only at Taco Bell.
This year, our driveways have brought us all closer together. And been our gateways to the world. For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one moment, the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
I'm not your grandma. I don't nap every 20 minutes, and I don't drink your grandma's ginger ale. I drink Canada Dry Bold Ginger. An extra kick of real ginger taste, and it blows the tennis balls off your grandma's walk. New Canada Dry Bold Ginger, not your grandma's ginger ale.
Wild card weekend. Who would have thought? This family recently moved to a new home.
So late. I don't know. I'm excited now. Nervous still. Excited.
This couple discovered the movers lost their TV on the way, and they still didn't miss their favorite show. Still, they're all happy because they survived this. The internet and TV setup was easy, all because they moved with Auburn. Call today and get an exclusive 2-year movers deal with all your favorite channels, plus 1 gig internet. Only from Auburn. This is a advertisement for legal services. Attention firefighters. Certain chemicals in firefighting foams are linked to cancer. Exposure to foam may increase the risk of kidney, pancreatic, testicular, bladder, breast, colon, liver, and prostate cancer, as well as leukemia and lymphoma. Firefighters who use these foams and later develop cancer may be entitled to compensation. Call Sokolov Law for a free legal consultation. 1-800-789-4164. 1-800-789-4164. I'm not an attorney spokesperson. This is the SEC on ESPN. Beautiful early December day in Auburn, Alabama. And our 14th change in this game.
Here we go. Auburn is going to get the ball at the 4. And he'll bring it back past the 10, past the 20, brought down at the 31-yard line. 32, actually. So this is the almost sack that should have happened against the Knicks, they're showing, and Knicks got out and ran for that huge touchdown. And then that big drive that Auburn had. Some of the great Knicks plays, his touchdown, his second touchdown. And that'll be a handoff brought down behind the line. Aggies make a good play on first down, and it'll be second down. And that's Carper, who has been very consistent. Losing a yard to the Tigers on this point, and the clock is not their friend. Still early, though, in this fourth quarter. Then he fakes the sweep, and then here's Nix. Nix has time. Nix is going to run, and he got leg tackled down as he escaped past the line of scrimmage. I think he got a yard back, maybe 2. And it'll be third down. This is a huge opportunity for the Texas A&M defense. I cannot stress that enough. It's gigantic. Third and 9. He did get 2 on the play. 2 yards. Shotgun snap for Nix. They bring in movement. Nix got it just off. Nix going to throw it deep. Down low. Is there a penalty coming? No penalty. No penalty. An incomplete pass, and the A&M coverage was there. A rare Auburn Tigers 3 and out. The A&M, Texas A&M team. They're getting the ball back. Let's see. One of the returners for A&M has changed his number. And here we go for the Auburn punt. Running away. Looks like he's going to fake it, but he's just trying to get more room on it. This will bounce and be fair caught at about the 23-yard line. Texas A&M 23. And so they lead by 1. Still early in the quarter. Oh, I thought they were going straight to commercial. It just had literally like a 10-second ad. I don't know why I had to change a jersey, but I guess there's some rules. So he had to be number 19 to return it for special teams, but now he checks in with his regular jersey. Here's Mond in the shotgun. Handoff. First Spiller. First down. He pushed ahead 11 yards. Oh, yeah, Ohio State. Here's a – oh, no, that's not the game. They're showing TCU, Oklahoma State, and I'm assuming this is a Texas Christian touchdown, University touchdown. It is. They lead by 5. But at commercial, we'll check on the Ohio State game. And I know actually, just started is the Notre Dame. It started about 27 minutes ago. Notre Dame and Syracuse. We want Syracuse to win. Syracuse only won 1 game. Here is Spiller stacked behind the line. His 10th career with the 100-plus rushing yard game for Isaiah Spiller, the sophomore. Here is Mond, talking about that big win he had over Florida a few weeks ago. Here's Jalen Weidermeyer, caught the ball off a short flat route, and he was able to take a defensive player with him for the first down. Great play right there. – 21-20 in favor of the Aggies. Mond gets out of there. Kellen Mond's going to run for it. Kellen Mond is going to push first down close to the 41 of Auburn. This is fantastic. Three timeouts are had by both teams. Less than 9:30 left in the game. Here is Kellen Mond. They need some yards. Mond spins. He gets sacked. He got sacked. He's thinking about the option, and he couldn't get his head swiveled down. Still wasn't sure what he wanted to do, and he could not break the line of scrimmage. But this is where that big rushing attack is key for A&M. Second and 11. Kellen Mond, shotgun. Mond throwing it deep. Has a man. He's got a first down. First and goal at the 4. Smith with a huge catch. And there's a Tiger down in the field. Smith, a stutter step move. He beat one and Then he was tackled down at the 4-yard line. What a play on second down. And Kellen Mond is showing up. He put his big boy pants on today. It's Christian Tutt, one of their defensive players, that is down. 8:31 left in the fourth. Go to commercial. We'll be back. Does stop the clock, but they can move it. What a play.
Now featuring virtual appointments and home delivery. Let's bring your match home. We met on Cars.com.
This year, Christmas might be extra uncomfy. But if there's anyone who can put the year back on that nice list, it's Toulouse. Salvage this season with Yuletide tested gear. Only at Duluth Trading.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is here. Then you'll understand how life is better on a high. Marathon has the fuel to keep your engine running at peak performance. Because you never know. Life is going to take you.
In 1912, Leon Aldean sold his first batch of 100 plates. 90 were late. He refunded every pair and then provided them. Because if it wasn't comfortable, he didn't want people to have it. This holiday season, we want to help you give the warmest, coziest, longest lasting gifts on earth and make you feel more comfortable than you have in a long, long time. ESPN College Football is presented by Geico. You can save even more by bundling home and car insurance. And in part of the Duluth Trading Company, Tufts and Jeans workwear designed and tested by tradesmen.
Show the Cam Newton statue they got outside with Auburn, and 8:31 left. There's no way that this is even close to over, even if A&M scores a touchdown. Auburn trying to get this crowd up on its feet. They're chanting defense, all that, and it's loud here. Hold on 1 second. It is quite noisy, quite boisterous, and they want it to be that way. Their team trying to get all their assignments ready on defensively. And here's a handoff, touchdown! Touchdown, Aggies! Aiden Smith. He was the guy who set it up. He was the punt returner. He set up that play, and it's a huge catch. He's 2nd and 11, and he's got a run for 4 yards. And then leads by 7, and with an extra point correct, they can take an 8-point lead. Still be a good possession, but this is the chance. You know what their kicker has done, Auburn fans. Delirious, but not now. Up and good. Aggies 28, Auburn 20. 8:12 to go. Still far from over. But A&M leads by 8. Now, Texas A&M has for sure shown hearts of lions. Last week we saw, a team that was kind of sluggish but had to find a way to win where, stuff wasn't going their way offensively or even sometimes defensively and just trying to stick with it. Here, it's their offense has worked. Their defense has been there at times, but it's just a story of resilience and a story of comeback. These guys don't quit, and we'll see, though, because Auburn still has plenty of time to go. Go next to the quarterback's coach, trying to get everything situated. One Rose Bowl, I think 1 versus 4. That would be on New Year's Day. That would probably be A&M if they get in. And it would likely be against SEC super rivals of both of these football teams, Alabama. Here in Auburn, Alabama, this will be a touchback. So Auburn advances to the 25-yard line. Ohio State game. Let's see. I was going to go to that anyway, and a running play beats the corner. Okay, so 35-7 Buckeyes. That's a rout. Here is a handoff. Not going many places, not going a lot. 8 minutes left in the football game. 2nd and 8. 2 yards is what they gave him on the play. Seth Williams, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 51 yards for him. Here it's the shotgun snap. Nix getting out of there. Nix is chased. Penalty flag coming up. And Nix races out of bounds behind the line. Let's see if this is against Auburn. A&M bench thought so. A bunch of A&M players were pointing constantly to the play. And it's funny, too, because he lost a good amount of yards, too, on the play anyway. Holding against Auburn. They go for a long 2nd down. I don't know if they wanted to do that, though. I might have stayed with it, holding on Neal, who missed the tackle, because he walked out behind the line of scrimmage. And it would have been 3rd and, 13. I mean, now it's 2nd and 18. But, well, whatever. Michael Elko, the defensive coordinator for safeties, is out looking. His clock continues to run, which is really helpful. Instead of going under center, he goes to the shotgun. Shotgun snap. Nix gets it. Nix pressured, throwing low. They have to make the tackle. They will make the tackle. Auburn gets a few yards. It's going to be 3rd and long, and A&M players make some great plays there. Oh, no, it was 3rd down. 4th down coming up now, and another Auburn offensive player this time. Offensive lineman is down, which stops the clock with 6:53 left in the 4th quarter. So that'll end. That'll go to commercial now.
Team, it's been a while, but I think I've aged too well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the chief? The cheese is coming. Cheese, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Whole grain oats, cinnamon, and Cheerios, all rolled into one. Start your day with a deliciously satisfying crunch of Cheerios Oat Crunch, available in these great flavors.
This football season, by participating athletes receive
Dear Best Buy, hey, old Betsy here. Want to get ourselves an LG OLED TV for the man cave ASAP. Yeah, sure. Just drive Betsy over and pick it up curbside. He'll be ready in an hour. We need to get going. Where is he with the presents? It's the same every year. He always leaves it till the last minute. Oh. Time. Red Bull. And us? Yes, Santa. What about us? Oh, you should be happy. From now on, you get Christmas off. Red Bull gives me a wing.
Dear Best Buy. My dad, please let's go to this. And Mom, shut it down. A week and a half. Nintendo Switch for Mom. Power Beats Pro for Dad. I love them.
Okay. All right. Let's get ready for this amazing conclusion of this game.
Experience the power of sanctuary at the Lincoln Wishlist Sales Event. Sign and drive off in a new engine with 0 down, 0 date signing with complimentary first month payment. Take it arrives on the Monster Angus Stick Burger. It's sizzling bacon and 2 1/3 pound Angus beef patties. The Monster is your daddy now. The Monster Angus Stick Burger at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Feed your head. The journey happens here. Welcome to the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Early season Power 5 Conference Best Conference. College basketball is here. It's time to go forward. Are you ready for Monday night?
Clemson, Virginia Tech tonight at 7:30 p.m. That's a big game. Go Hokies! Virginia Tech, big win that would upset Clemson and really be helpful for Texas A&M. Here is an Auburn punt. See, this drops at around the 28-yard line, should be. And Smith, fair catch this. He caught that huge pass. He got a touchdown. And they're showing some of the plays that Auburn missed on potential touchdowns. It could have been an interception, although I mean he got his hands on it, but it was not a badly thrown ball. Auburn now are trying to communicate defensive signals. 6:41 left in the fourth. Can't give up too many penalties. 32-12 at the time of possession. Here is Spiller for a few yards, and he will now be brought down after about 2-yard gain on that play. This clock continues to come down. Here is Monge. And I'll explain that part they were just talking about before. As Weidermeyer gets hit down, Auburn tries to bring the ball for a touchdown. And this isn't good. Weidermeyer looks like he might be hurt. Sherwood with the hit to jar the ball loose. As Weidermeyer is still down. And that really isn't good. And he is still in the field. Thought maybe he'd be on the sideline, but he's still in the field with these trainers. A&M needs him badly. They're saying was 264, 265 yards Texas A&M got with their offensive line. Broom Goons, I think they're called. Yep. And we're able to get 264 yards. They have 274 yards all time this year, the average. and 264 in one game. That's pretty incredible. Rushing, we're talking not even passing, rushing. So injury timeout right now because of Weidermeyer going down. He should be good. But we'll see.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one. Save 50% when you pay for miles with Allstate. Pay less when you drive less. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Make a call for a quote today.
Choose 4, 5, or 6 fingers in any of our famous sauces with the chicken finger plate. Only at Aggies. Order ahead, drive through, and get it delivered. Tide Pods Ultra Oxy one-ups the cleaning power of liquid. Can't one up whatever they're doing. For sure. Seriously? One up the power of liquid, one up the toughest stains. Any further questions? One up the power of liquid with Tide Pods Ultra Oxy. Oh, check.
Saudi Arabia, Santa. Annual. What's up? I got a gift for you. Number one shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies. Just download it to your computer. It's free. Oh.
I have that too in the bundle.
Have that? Oh, that get me off your naughty list? Are you off the naughty words? Yes. I don't think so. Number one shopping. It's kind of genius. What's the new one?
It's the K Friends and Family event.
Okay, so
25 to 50%
we're
off everything.
they're still waiting on it,
Find
but
hundreds of meaningful
let's take a look at Ohio State. I mean, not too much to look at in this game. And I think Ohio State's got another touchdown now. They just hit a field goal. There's a penalty on it. Just hit a field goal. It should stand 38-7 over Michigan State. Insane what's happening in that game. A sideline warning against Ohio State. That's a little weird. Why that would happen, but not too much on that. I want to look up what's happening with Syracuse and Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got the ball on the Syracuse 7. No score. Weidermeyer is still at the bench. Here is 3rd and 8 with 5:48 to go in the game. Of course, definitely doesn't ice this game, but 5:48 to go. You want to pick up this first down for real. You don't want to punt this ball because Auburn could tie it with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Mond is pressured. Mond will run. Can he get there? He will get there, and he will be brought down at the 45-yard line. First down, A&M. And the clock didn't move, and the play clock did, so I'm assuming someone, Auburn, probably took a timeout. No, the time was just slow on that. 3 3-and-outs for Auburn. As bad as A&M's been sometimes with some of their offense at certain drives, they have not gone 3-and-out at all in this game. Mond in the shotgun. A handoff to the outside. Spiller forces his way past the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down. We wind our way through this game. We have made our way past the final 5. Kellen Mond, 3rd all-time in SEC quarterbacks. He trails by about 250 passing yards to Dak Prescott and about I want to say 300 passing yards to Tim Tebow. He could break the record in these next few games. Kellen Mond dumps it off. Oh, I thought that was intercepted. Weidermeyer is back to about the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd down. Slow to get up a little bit. He gets up, but can feel that they've been really targeting him. Thought that was intercepted for a minute, but Auburn just a little slow to get to that ball. 3rd and 4. Clock continues to move. A first down here would be titanic. Auburn crowd is on its feet. Their team trails by 8. Ball is at midfield. Kellen Mond, it's shotgun. They pressure, so he doesn't have running room. Thrown, caught by Smith. First down, Texas A&M. Less than 3:30 to go in the game. And they use a stack form for the Aggies. A lot of juniors and seniors. The experience is winning out. Also, there's about a shadowy blanket starting from the A&M 38 to about the Auburn 40. And so then they'll get to the sunlight. Just a fun little remark on that. Here is Smith, running the ball. Smith's catching it, he's running it, he's doing all these types of things. And I think Auburn just called their first timeout. They call their first timeout. No 2-minute warning, as I've said, but they're basically doing what an NFL team would do and call your timeouts before that point. Showing some of these touchdowns thrown by Mond as this team has come back. Resilient, very, very resilient. Actually, Mond thought that might have been an interception, that one that was tipped. 2 touchdowns, no interception. 196 yards. And this is Kellen Mond. Ball at the Auburn 40. They have to get 6 yards. Handoff to Spiller. And he pushes his way to the 25-yard line, and he is discussing some matters with the Auburn players. This team has really developed a rivalry. We've seen it for the last 8 years. First down for Texas A&M. Auburn has not taken a timeout yet. They're second. They have not used it yet. Such a physical team, physical runner. And a timeout called by A&M, actually. And they only call it because they couldn't get the play off. And Jimbo Fisher is furious because he didn't want to call the timeout, obviously, because that helps Auburn. But it would have been a delay of game, and they don't want that either. So they're saying that possibly A&M would be good enough to win the national championship. I don't know. I love the Aggies. I don't know. I think they are absolutely a team that would be able to compete in the national championship, that would be able to compete their way to there and have some factions. They've just got to get better. They've got to get better, and closing out this game, still obviously this game is completely up for play. Have to get better. 1st and 10. Clock stopped at 2:10 because There was some mismanagement with the offense. Here is a handoff to Smith. He'll push his way down a field, and I have no idea what just happened. Did he get more? He got more. I thought he had been stopped, but he was able to push his way through. It'll be second down, and Auburn takes their second timeout. And here comes Kernkraft for him. They are playing some weird highlight song, so I will actually play it for you so you can hear it while they're doing it. That's what's being played right now as A&M gets ready for the snap. Here is 2nd and 5. Handoff for a few yards. And the final timeout taken by Auburn. They're in field goal range, which would put them up by 2 possessions and force an Auburn an Auburn onside kick if Auburn was to score a touchdown. But they've got 3rd and 3. Texas A&M to force I'm pretty sure if Texas A&M gets a first down here, I don't think it's over, but if they get another first down, that would finish it. And at that point, I wouldn't even try to get into the end zone. I mean, yes, it would be nice to make the score look better. 35-20 looks better than 28-20. But just kind of end it there. Third and 3. What I would do if they don't get it is you take the time down until about like 2 seconds left on the play clock, and then you call your second timeout. Here's Mond, handoff. I don't know if Smith got there. A&M is pointing to the first down. The clock is continuing to run. One referee is saying short. You don't go for it if you're A&M here. Don't go for it. Get off the field. Get your kicker. Fourth and 1 is the call. Do not go for it. Do not go for it is what I'm saying all day long. A&M takes their second timeout with 1:13 to go. They want to ice the game here. They want to win it with a run up the middle. You know what? I was saying field goal. It's not a bad idea to go for it. It's not a terrible idea. You are only up by 8. You know what? No. Field goal. Field goal. I was first saying it, and I was like, oh, you run up the middle, and the game's over. Yay! But then it's like, take that risk, and Auburn could bring the ball back down and score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion. I mean, I know Small is missed from around this side. Well, here's redeeming time, right? Here's redeeming time. You put your team up by, 11 points, right? 11 points. It's 2-score game, and then Auburn only has 73 seconds to Here is Small. It just sneaks in. Looked like it was going to hit the crossbar. Looked like it was going to hit the crossbar again. He's had some kicking issues, but this one sneaks in. And 3 seconds went off the clock while he kicked it too, since it was a slower bending kick, but it twists through and eventually goes right up the middle. Texas A&M leads by 11 points. Ooh, that was close. Relief on the A&M bench on their sideline. Texas A&M is now 69 seconds away from going 7-1. Auburn with 6 wins obviously advances to a bowl game. They still will have a chance to do that. The last time they did not do that was the 2011-12 season. 2012-13 season. The year that Alabama won the national championship for the second straight year, and Auburn had one of the worst years in college football. The next year they went to the national championship. That year they did not make a bowl game. That was the last time they did. The first year that A&M was in. They won against Auburn prolifically, but the first year that A&M was in the SEC, this is a touchback. So they would have a chance to still go to a bowl game next week against Mississippi State. They cannot come back against these Aggies. Huge opportunity. A&M lost their second game of the year against University of Alabama. Auburn gets a sideline catch. That's true. They can still use the clock to their favor with the sideline. Resilience by this Texas A&M team. Still in there, thrown to the outside and tripped up before he went out of bounds. He tumbled out of bounds, but he was down. They stopping the clock? I don't agree with this call. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now it is going. I have to get to the line first. There's a throw incomplete. By Knox, incomplete. Tried to find Stowe. Stops the clock with 50 seconds left. Here is Knox getting out. Knox will throw this short, and then a first down for Auburn, and walked out of bounds as well. (38-10) Ohio State in the fourth quarter. A pretty big one. And a penalty flag is thrown onto the field. Looks like it'll be against Auburn, not sure. An offside call against A&M. First down, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty for Auburn. A&M can't shoot themselves in the foot here. This game's still alive. Four penalties for 39 yards for A&M. I think that's a 5 for 31 for Auburn. I missed the diagram. Shotgun snap. The ball is at around the 40-47 of A&M. And, oh, bad play by Knox. He goes down in a sack. Inbounds. Clock continues to run. 30 seconds left in the game. Auburn has to snap it quickly, and now Knox spikes it with 27 seconds left on second down. They're saying about Alabama losing a couple times at A&M, but even then, I think statistically, Alabama already won the SEC West, which is disappointing, but not as it is. Getting out of there, throwing, and caught by the Aggie sideline. It's 4th down, though. It's just wanted the ball out. So Auburn's last hurrah with 21 seconds left. They need 2 scores. They need a field goal or a touchdown here in 21 seconds, and this Auburn crowd who was hyped earlier in the 3rd quarter is now stunned. That's why we're the 5th team in the country. We do these things that have to be done. Here is Knox still throwing over the middle. Incomplete. A&M is going to hold on 4th down. One last kneel down by Kellen Mond, and we will survive in Auburn. And there's that fist pump, Jimbo Fisher. There we go. Texas A&M, they got to get everything right. No penalties here, just a straight-up kneel down. That's all they need to finish this off. 16 seconds away from victory, and here comes victory formation for the Aggies. Tell him on the knee down. There we go. So just wait for these final seconds to kick off. And to the final 2, to the final 1. It's over. A&M survives. 31-20 in Auburn. The Aggies beat the Tigers 31-20. Texas A&M goes to 7-1. They were losing in this game, the 3rd quarter, but they come back. And they score, I believe, I'm trying to remember how much it was. It should be around 15 unanswered points. But A&M wins. They've got 2 games left in their schedule, Mississippi and Tennessee. Wait to see what happens to Ohio State, Clemson, Notre Dame, Alabama, and take care of business against the Volunteers and the Rebels. Let's see, just so we know for next week, who A&M is playing. So big win for A&M. That'll be next week. So next Saturday, I will be live streaming Mississippi and Texas A&M. Texas A&M's final home game of this regular season. I will see you guys then next week for Ole Miss, Mississippi Rebels, and the Texas A&M Aggies. The second to last game and the final home game in College Station for the Texas A&M Aggies. Good night, everybody, or good afternoon, whatever, evening. Have a great day, and I'll see you on Monday for NFL doubleheader. Happy hockey, everybody.
The fastest nationwide 5G network, now new and existing.